Hey everyone, this is Heart Capricorn. Today I want to discuss the top 3 moods of a Capricorn. Calm, cool, and collected. Now, a Capricorn's default mood is always going to be emotionally reserved, calm, cool, and collected, without letting someone know just exactly what we are thinking in that moment. Capricorns just naturally have this thing about us where we just keep our feelings very close to our chest. We like to keep things to ourselves. Not saying that this is one of our positive traits, but it's definitely something that Capricorns do a lot of the time in order to protect ourselves and also just to keep a cool head. When things are chaotic around us, Capricorns will always be able to ground ourselves and just be able to get back into who we really are by just being in control of our emotions and not letting people rattle us on the outside. On the inside, we might be really, really rattled, but on the outside, you will never know. Capricorns like to keep control of our emotions and the things that's going on around us. When everything else is in chaos, we are the ones who are going to pull everyone back into reality and into having a rational head. And so Capricorns just really learn how to be in control of our emotions, really until we feel safe enough to share what we want to share. And that could be safety with a person or safety within our surroundings, whichever it is. But Capricorns are always going to be very alert, cool, calm, collected, and composed. On the outside, like I said, on the inside, Capricorns have a lot of emotions that go haywire. But the good thing about us is that we're able to control them and we are able to just have a rational head while we are trying to put our best foot forward. Being impulsive is never a part of a Capricorn's MO. We just always want to weigh out situations, the pros and the cons before we react or before we even give opinions about things. Capricorns are always thinking about the outcomes or how we can make somebody feel negatively or positively. And so being in control of our emotions is just always going to be a win for a Capricorn. Triggered by chaos. So yes, for the majority of the time, you are going to get that cool, calm, collected, in control of our emotions Capricorn. But for the times that you don't get that kind of Capricorn, you are going to get the one who is triggered, who just doesn't know how to hold her tongue, who is just very emotional and just very moody. You are going to get that side of a Capricorn. Capricorn's moodiness comes from when things are just thrown at us at the drop of a hat. Capricorns don't really like to be surprised by situations or different things that happen. Now, I know life happens. Things come at you fast. We're not in control of our surroundings or the things that happen to us. We are not 100% in control, and nor will we ever be 100% in control of what goes on around us. But unfortunately, Capricorns, when those type of situations are thrown at us, we are not necessarily able to always process our emotions at the drop of a hat when it comes to things that are interrupting our inner peace. And so when we do have chaos that is thrown at us, Capricorns can get extremely triggered. And if you don't know anything about a triggered Capricorn, it is never a good sight. It's never something that you want to deal with, but luckily it's not always something that occurs with Capricorns. We're not walking around triggered 100% of the time. We are more leaning towards that cool, calm, and collected side, but there are instances where Capricorns do get flustered. Of course, we're human, duh. But there are those instances where we do get triggered, where we do get moody, and Capricorns can be extremely moody. So yeah. And I can say that this side of a Capricorn does come out more when we've been holding things in for a long time and we just feel like we're going to explode. Now, it's not always good for anyone to keep their emotions and their feelings bottled up, but Capricorns in particular, because that's what we're talking about, we do have that tendency to keep things bottled up inside and just put a lid on it, and then one day it just explodes. And that is the main reason why Capricorns show this type of emotions and why this is definitely one of Capricorn moods that you should know about. The productive Capricorn. Capricorns emotionally regulate through structure, routine, and what we are accomplishing. And so Capricorns are always going to want to keep ourselves busy doing something. It could be just reading a book. It could be playing a video game. It could be something so simple, but Capricorns have to keep ourselves busy with things that are going to bring us joy, as well as things that are going to progress us, whether that is knowledge or whether it is self-care. And so, yeah, Capricorns definitely have to be productive when it comes to life. To us, that equals peace. It keeps us out of our moody slump. It alleviates anxiety, unnecessary anxiety at that. As long as we feel like we are moving forward or building something that is worthwhile and meaningful, our emotional state stays balanced and we're able to function better in life and just get things done that are going to make us happy in the end, and also things that are going to progress us in life and just make us feel like we're doing something that is worthwhile. And honestly, being idle is definitely something that a Capricorn does not need. We will not succeed when we are idle. Capricorn's brain, when we are idle, can be very, very emotionally dangerous for us. And so Capricorns just need to have a structured way of doing things in life in general in order for us to be the absolute best that we can be. And honestly, Capricorns don't rest easily. And so just having an unstructured way of doing things, it just gives us more time to overthink things, self-criticize, or have these feelings that we're not doing enough. And it just brings so much turmoil into our lives. And so Capricorns just would rather not get into those state of mind. So we just rather keep ourselves productive, busy, and doing things that are going to progress us and doing things that are going to make us happy. Okay, so this was just 3 of my top moods for Capricorn. I know, of course, there are many, many more. So down below, let me know what are the top 3 moods that you think Capricorn goes through. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.
Just go with the flow. There's certain things we're not supposed to know. 4 miles, that's all that we have left now. That's all that we had time for. Don't know just where we'll arrive. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else.